We are at the championship game on the girls' side between the Patriots of St. Paul's, Mount Calvary, and the Wildcats from Grace Oshkosh. We are going to announce all players from both teams. We'll begin with the visitors on the scoreboard, the Wildcats. We'll begin with the non-starters. A fourth grader, number 2, Georgia Yankee. A fourth grader, number 3, Izzy Snow. A fourth grader, number 4, Ashley Mandyke. A sixth grader, number 7, Katya Leonard. A fifth grader, number 9, Megan Coleman. And a fourth grader, number 1, Jade Reyes. And now the starters for the Wildcats. A fifth grader, number 8, Ella Wright. A sixth grader, number 5, Marissa Toll. A fifth grader, number 10, Elena Paquette. A sixth grader, number 11, Naomi Wild. And a sixth grader, number 12, Haley Shu. Now for the home team, the Patriots, we'll begin with a third grader, number 1, Pippa Krause. Next up, a fourth grader, number 3, Grace Rose. A third grader, number 4, Adeline Wickert. A third grader, number 40, Adela Lair. And a third grader, number 53, Mabel Tripke. The starters for the Patriots, a fifth grader, number 13, Rory O'Connor. A sixth grader, number 14, Julia Tyson. A fifth grader, number 15, Nadia Wilkins. A sixth grader, number 20, Addie Peterson. And a sixth grader, number 21, Seal McCauley. Good luck to both teams in this championship game.
Hello everyone, and good afternoon, good Sunday afternoon to you. Super Bowl Sunday afternoon, but that's not the most important sporting event going on here this afternoon. No, it's the Wall B Team Tournament. Jordan King with you here this afternoon. Glad to have you, and glad to be able to carve out a couple hours and do the championship games here on the B side. Coming up in just a second, next game will be St. John's Mayville Faith 6th graders for the boys championship. But first, the St. Paul's Mount Calvary Patriots and the Grace Oshkosh Wildcats getting after it here. Caleb Book there on the PA for this afternoon's game. Does a great job doing a lot to set up this tournament. There's a block from Seal McCauley, and Grace is going to keep it. But certainly appreciate the invitation from Caleb Book to continue to do this. Addison Peterson gets the steal for the Patriots and not able to capitalize on the offensive end. We did this last year. Certainly we had the COVID situation, so not everyone could come and attend in person, and it was well received. So we thought, why not give it another shot here on the B side of things. Here's a drive down to the short corner there. Good defense once again by the Patriots. Grace being patient on offense here. Nice job by them. That's Paquette in the corner. Elena Paquette is a fifth grader for Grace. Into the front court come the Patriots. It ends up with McCauley. She kicks it out. First shot for the Patriots comes from Addison Peterson, and she can't quite get it to go. So still looking for our first basket between these two. As we go throughout the game, we'll tell you how each of these teams got here, their trip through the wall bracket. Here's a first opportunity for Grace. That shot doesn't go for Paquette, and a good rebound by Peterson. She'll get it to McCauley, and the Patriots will try to establish their first real offensive possession. Down the lane, that's Rory O'Connor, and she's blocked underneath. Nice defense there. That's Naomi Wild, a sixth grader, and Wild able to get the block. This is Ella Wright, fifth grader for Grace, and she almost hits that jump shot, and a nice hustle play underneath. That's number 12, Haley Shu, who tied it up, and it'll go back to the Patriots, but good hustle there by the Wildcats. Grace's boys team just won, one of their boys teams just won the Division II first place championship. This is the Division I for the girls, and then we'll have Division I for the boys coming up in just a little bit. Underneath to Peterson, and the first points of the game go to the St. Paul's Patriots. On the boys' side, the Patriots were the third place finishers. 3-point win earlier today over Oakfield. And now they're girls trying to secure a championship. That one's just a little bit off there. The shot coming from Wild. Rebound down to Seal McCauley. Saw McCauley last year play an integral part and a good finish for the Patriots. And this time that's a nice give and go there with McCauley and Peterson. And Seal McCauley has 2 points. 4-0 lead for the Patriots. Walking it up the court, this is Ella Wright. She goes off a screen. Now gets it over there to Shu. Back to Wright. Wright's going to drive it. Throw up the floater. This one misses just a little bit strong. Offensive rebound, though, as the Wildcats have gotten a couple offensive rebounds. And this one, once again, is Elena Paquette, who is a 5th grader. First team foul there. After Paquette secured the offensive board, she was fouled. Underneath, here's a jump shot. This one a little bit strong there. McCauley is down with the rebound on the near side, and she'll trot into the front court. I want to thank Mr. McCauley, too, because the original plan was just to have me run the camera, no audio, and you don't really need me necessarily. You just need to see the players. Oh, that's a nice move by Peterson. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound. That doesn't go, and Peterson is going to clean it up on the near side. She's got 4 of the 6 here for the Patriots early on. It's a luxury to have the broadcast, so I was just going to be running the camera, and Mr. McCauley came over and said, why don't you go broadcast it all around the camera? So certainly appreciate him for doing that. And they're going to get a jump ball here. Nice defense underneath. I think that was number 14, Julia Tyson, who tied it up with Naomi Wild, and it'll stay with the Wildcats underneath. So they'll set up their stack line inbounds play as Mount Calvary stays in their defensive structure. Here's a long jump shot that misses a little bit off to the right. Good looking jump shot from Elena Paquette, but Wildcats just can't find the bottom of the bucket yet. And I think McCauley probably just drug the pivot foot there, yep, and it'll go back over to the Wildcats. So decent job so far defensively for both of these teams. Still looking to get the offense going maybe a little bit more. They play 12-minute halves at the B level. Next weekend for the A tournament, play 14-minute halves. We hope to be able to bring you some of that as well, hopefully. Not certain yet. Into the game is number 9, Megan Coleman. She got the offensive rebound for Grace. That shot by Wright, not quite good enough, and the rebound down to McCauley once again. She crosses over into the front court to the free throw line. That one rims around and out. Rebound tapped out by Peterson. Back to Grace. 6-0 lead. Home team on the scoreboard is the St. Paul's Mount Calvary Patriots. Can look in the description. I just in case I'm not able to broadcast, we don't know if we'll have a camera person for the boys game. If you're sticking around for that, the boys, the home and away are listed in the description of the video. There's another jump ball. Good defense continues for Mount Calvary as they have carved out a 6-0 lead for them. But home team be Faith 6th graders, and the away team will be Mayville in the upcoming boys championship game. Just about 4.5 minutes into the championship here on the girls' side. Nice aggressive defense there from Georgia Yankee. Forces the pass. That's Grace Gross, who has it in the corner for the Patriots. She's doing a nice job keeping the pivot foot. Bounce pass to Rory O'Connor. O'Connor lobs one underneath to Peterson. Nice rip through. Goes up with the right hand. Can't get it to go. Nice rebound. Good defensive job there by the Wildcats. And into the front court, I think Wright just drug the pivot foot there. So it'll go back to Mount Calvary. And there's a miscommunication there from O'Connor and McCauley. McCauley able to track it down, crosses over, and she's into the front court. Georgia Yankee has done some good things for Grace defensively since coming into the game the last couple of minutes. Lobbed underneath to Peterson, and she's fouled. Naomi Wild was trying to stay with her and looked like she might have gotten the block there, but got a little bit of arm as well. And first trip to the line for either team is Addison Peterson. First free throw is a little bit short there for Peterson. She has 4 of the 6 so far for Mount Calvary. Second free throw is short as well. And now Grace Gross for the Patriots going to put on a little pressure. And Grace is going to get it into Yankee, who bounces to right. Right crosses over, lobs it back here to Wild. It ends up with Yankee. Back down to Wild, bounce pass to Right. Right, long 2. And they're going to say she was fouled on that shot. Good aggressive defense, but maybe too aggressive from Grace Gross. Just her first foul. Second team foul for Mount Calvary. We got the crew that is by now a wall tournament staple, refereeing these big championship games. Do a great job. First free throw no good, as Grace continues to look for their first points this afternoon. Second free throw rims around and out. Offensive rebound to Wild. That's tipped, and McCauley gets the rebound to clear it for the Patriots. McCauley crosses over. Nice, they'll give and go. There it is again. McCauley not able to finish this one. Offensive rebound, Tyson kicks it out to Peterson. She's in the lane yet. Thought that might be coming. 3 seconds in the paint. Dan Priest and Mike Schroffnagel, the two on the whistles this afternoon. Did a bunch of games last year, did a bunch of games this year. And that time, Yankee with the travel. 6-0 early on here, about halfway through this first half. The Wall, like much of the state of Wisconsin, switching to the halves instead of the quarters. Here's Peterson, back out to McCauley. McCauley drives up with the right hand. Count the basket and the foul for Seal McCauley. Nice strong take down the middle of the paint. Got the give and go once again with Peterson. And she's rewarded with the foul and the bucket. Free throw up and off for McCauley. So McCauley's got 4, Peterson's got 4. Mount Calvary has 8 and an 8-point lead. Good dribbling into the front court. Ooh, Grace Gross tips that one out of the hands of Wright, and up ahead the floor goes. McCauley left it short, and Wright spins once. Does a nice job running the show, doing the ball handling for the Wildcats. Ella Wright. She looks to lob it over here to Coleman, who has it there on the right wing. She's looking for a teammate. Gets it out to Yankee. Yankee's a 4th grader for the Wildcats. Nice bounce pass underneath to Coleman. Has it poked away. Good defense by Peterson. And the steal is completed by Tyson. Lobs it over to McCauley and Seal McCauley into the front court. Near side, O'Connor. Down the lane she goes, up with the right hand. Can't get it to go, just a little bit off to the left. Tipped out by Peterson, back over to Grace. A couple more subs will come back in. Paquette back in for Grace. And Nadia Wilkins returns for St. Paul's. Here's Yankee. She's going to spin once. Looks for the backdoor cutting right. Bounce pass to her. Ella Wright looks to lob it over. Nice pass. Paquette has it in the short corner. Kicks it back out to right. Jump shot on the way. A little bit short. Good strong rebound by Julia Tyson. McCauley spins once. Crosses. And into the front court. Nice defense by Yankee. Tell you what, Yankee and then Grace Gross. Probably the smallest two on the floor, but they're playing really nice defense for both Grace and Mount Calvary, respectively. Here's Gross. She's trying to just turn right a couple of times. That one looked like it went off of the shoe of right, and Gross is down the floor into the corner. Now dribbles it back out. All over the place. Nice bounce pass. Nadia Wilkins couldn't get that one to go. Tapped around by Tyson, ends up with Yankee, bounces to right. Here's Wright, crosses once. And she lobs it here to Yankee, and going to be a timeout here for Grace. Full timeout. Grace is coached by David Fulton, Tammy Coleman, and Jesse Wild. Sam Freund and Trista Immel, the coaches from Mount Calvary. Let's tell you how these two teams got here. Pull up my screenshot of the girls Division I bracket. There it is. Mount Calvary played St. Peter's in the first round, knocked off the team from Fond du Lac, St. Pete's. And they played St. Stephen out of Horicon in the semifinal and took care of them. On the other side, Grace had Faith won and knocked off the Panthers, and then got St. John's Mayville. And Grace won both of those games to set up a championship game here. They trail 8-0 here in the first half. Elsewhere in the bracket, the third and fourth place game then was between St. John's Mayville, St. Stephen's Horicon. St. John's Mayville was the third place finisher. St. Stephen's was number 4. Spirit, the co-op, between a couple of area schools. Redeemer's part of that. Wacusta, a couple of other schools make up Spirit. They were the consolation champions, so 5th place for them. And then Faith One was the 6th place finisher here in the 2022 B-Team tournament. So congratulations to all those teams, and Mount Calvary's got a good start here, but plenty of time for Grace to get going. That one just a little bit strong from Wild. Couldn't get it to go, and Mount Calvary's doing a really nice job defensively. Here's Peterson once again, gets to her spot, gets an offensive rebound and finishes. Peterson's got 6, and the lead is 10. Into the front court, this is Shu. Gets it back there to Wright, who crosses a couple of times. Hounded still by Gross. There's a nice crossover. She's going to shoot the free throw line jumper. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound. Paquette. That's strong. And a rebound here on the near side from Peterson. One-handed pass to McCauley, who dribbles across the WLA logo. There's Julia Tyson down to Gross. Gross dribbles a couple of times in the corner. Bounce pass to McCauley. Long 2 on the way. And Seal McCauley is headed back to the free throw line for the second time to this afternoon. They had an and 1 earlier, and now going to shoot 2. First free throw up and good for Seal McCauley. Yes, the second free throw didn't bother hitting the rim on either of those. And so far it's gone Peterson, McCauley, Peterson, McCauley, Peterson, McCauley. 2 points each. Time, and both of them got 6. It's a 12-point lead for the Patriots. Crossing over here is Wright. Gets to the high post. She's looking for a teammate. Nice pass underneath. That's tapped out, and it'll stay with Grace. That was Marissa Toll underneath. Toll's one of the 5th graders, or check that, one of the 3 6th graders. Or 4 6th graders for Grace. Nice bounce pass in here. This is Shu. Lobs it over there. This one's going to come up just short. And underneath, Gross has the rebound. Shovels it to McCauley. McCauley's into the front court. On the left side, jump stop. Shoots the jumper, can't get it to go. Rebound on the near side, and Nadia Wilkins just shuffled the feet there, squaring up before she got the shot off. About 2 minutes left here in the first half. Defensive, well, it's been really good on both ends of the floor here for Mount Calvary. There's tied up. Grace Gross continues her terrific pestery kind of defense. There's a long jumper, and it's going to last touch Julia Tyson, so it'll stay with Grace. Vexatious would be the word, I think, for Grace Gross's defense. Here once again is Toll. Bounce pass here to Shu. Shu has it. Oh, nice drive to the hoop. It was tipped, so it'll stay with the Wildcats. Good drive by Shu. Underneath, it'll be Wild to try to get it in. She gets it into Shu. Shu dribbles it once, lobs it over to the far side. That's Ella Wright. Wright with a nice pump fake. Can't get it to go. Rebound fought for. Who's going to come up with it? Ball looked like it was a hot potato underneath. It ends up with a jump ball, and it'll go back to Mount Calvary. McCauley will continue at the point for the Patriots. She's got 6. The other half is by their post player who has it now. Peterson kicks it out to McCauley. McCauley jump shot from the free throw line. Gross trying to track down the rebound, as is Julia Tyson. Ends up going through both of their hands and ends with Grace Wildcat basketball. Here's Wild, long 2 on the way. Oh, just rattled out. I'll tell you what, Grace has had some good looks here in the first half. They just can't get the lid off of that basket. A couple of really good opportunities. Down underneath, this is Nadia Wilkins. Bounce pass to McCauley. Another jump shot from the free throw line. Offensive rebound, and finishing is Addison Peterson. She's got 8 in the first half. And the Patriots have opened up a 14-point lead. Lobbing it. And that one goes through the hands of Toll. And Wilkins is going to try to bring it into the front court for the Patriots. Ooh, poked away. Nice defense by Shu. And Shu able to complete the steal. She's down the left side, lobs it up ahead. Julia Tyson, good hustle by her, and she gets the steal back for the Patriots. Got to go quick. 10 seconds left. There's McCauley. Spins once, gets to the free throw line, lobs to Wilkins. She's got to shoot it. Blocked. Offensive rebound, and it's stuck with 8.8 seconds left. It's a jump ball. And we're going to have to see the athleticism. Oh, yeah, there you go. The athleticism from referee Priest there. My goodness. Flashing back to a decade ago in his high school days, I guess, huh? 0.8 seconds left. Not going to be able to get up a shot there for Ella Wright, so they'll head into halftime. 8 points for Addison Peterson, 6 for Seal McCauley. And Grace still looking for their first points on the afternoon, but again, got a couple of good looks.
Friends, relatives, those out of town know this
So there you go.
Game, and the next one will be on WLA TV on YouTube. Check it out, WLA TV on YouTube. The games will be live streamed, this one and the next one.
We're going to take a break here for halftime, as the teams will, and we'll come back in the second half on WLA TV. 14-point lead for the Patriots in the championship B girls game. Just about ready to get going here for the second half of action. Jordan King with you. We do all of the home Viking sports on WLA TV. If this is your first time finding your way over to WLA TV, you can either bookmark this or you can make it easy. Well, we try to make it easy on you. WLAVikings.org/WLATV. WLAVikings.org/WLATV. If you ever want to come back for a home WLA Vikings sporting event, we would certainly appreciate it. Vikings having solid years, top half of the Flyway Conference years for both boys basketball and girls basketball. Just saw the wrestling. Rory O'Connor's got a 2 for the Patriots. It's 16-0 after that one. O'Connor took it straight to the free throw line and banked it in. Here's Wright, crosses over. We'll get back to some WLA athletics updates in maybe just a second, but Grace is trying to get their first points here of the second half, first points of the game, in fact. This is Toll, gets it back out to Wright. Ella Wright drives up with the right hand, can't get it to go. Offensive board to Wright. She tries to bounce it out to Shu. She's able to do so. Shu lobs it over to Toll. Toll's going to try to drive with the right hand. Now looking underneath, bounces it out to Shu. Shovels it to Wright. Ella Wright. That's a good-looking jumper. Oh, man, it just rolls around and out. Same situation as we saw in the first half, where Grace is close, but can't get it to fall. Seal McCauley got the rebound, and she's up the other end of the floor, and she has 8 points now, and it's an 18-0 lead for the Patriots. Wright's going to go off of a screen by Shu. She's guarded by Rory O'Connor. Tyson pokes it away, and tied up there. Stay with Grace.
There was a phone found in the women's bathroom, so if you do not have your cell phone, go by the ticket table.
Be Grace basketball here out of the jump ball. And Shu has it. Looking for Wright. And O'Connor's able to step in. Rory O'Connor. Oh, that's a nice hesitation dribble down the lane, up with the floater, and she makes it. Rory O'Connor, one of the fifth graders on the team, has 4 points. And a little miscommunication there, but Grace is able to collect it and going to try to chip into the 20-point lead that Mount Calvary has built. Wright goes down the lane, short corner, there's the jumper, and it misses off to the right. Rebound to Tyson. She gets it up ahead to Peterson. Peterson's going to try to go coast to coast with it. Missed it strong. And McCauley hits it out of bounds. It'll go straight back over to Grace. But I believe there was something like 6 sectional qualifiers for the WLA Viking wrestling team. So congratulations to them. Best of luck next weekend at sectionals. You place top 2 at sectionals in your weight class, you punch your ticket to state. Here's Peterson, bounce pass to McCauley. That's a really nice fast break by the Patriots, and McCauley can't finish. She gets the offensive rebound, shovels to O'Connor, out to Peterson, back to McCauley. Thought about the three-pointer. Now she's going to spin once, gets it over there to Pippa Krause, and that one comes up short. Tyson not able to track down the loose ball on the rebound. Couple of subs coming in here. Katia Leonard, Georgia Yankee, and Megan Coleman into the ball game for the Wildcats. Again, coming up after this one, they'll have the warm-ups, and then we'll see Faith 6th grade against St. John's Mayville. Mayville didn't compete last year. Had a really good team, I know that. So be interesting to see what happens between the St. John's Mayville Eagles and the Faith Panthers coming up in just a little bit. Down the lane, that's a nice take, and just a little bit short there from Wright on the layup attempt. McCauley into the front court for the Patriots. Looks for Krause. Now skip pass underneath, and Peterson's going to get whistled for 3 seconds in the lane for the second time today. Into the game now is Adela Lair, third grader for the Patriots. Here's Wright. Looks down to Katia Leonard, who gets it underneath to Wild. Wild looks far side to Yankee, and it'll be tied up underneath there. Go back to the Patriots. Coming up this week on WLA TV, Thursday, Friday, the only action for the basketball teams. Final coming down the stretch here, the Flyway Conference action. There's a nice play underneath by Grace. They're able to get the steal right into the front court. Crosses over. O'Connor continues to defend really well for the Patriots. Bounce pass underneath. This is Leonard. And she has it tipped out by Mount Calvary, so it'll stay with the Wildcats. And they'll bring Haley Shue back in for the underneath inbounds play. Shue's got it underneath. Lost control of it. See who can collect it. Might be another jump ball. Ooh, nice job. Good hustle by Leonard. And able to keep possession there. Shot came up short. That was Toll on the shot. And clearing it for the Patriots is Seal McCauley. She gets it down to Julia Tyson, and Tyson will go to the free throw line. Julia Tyson has gotten a couple of steals today. Got a couple of rebounds as well, looking for her first point. And I think there was a couple of violations there. I think she stepped over the line and also it hit that. It's hard to see there on the stream. I don't know if you can really see it. There's a black tether cord looking thing there that helps raise and lower the hoops. And once again, I think Tyson was over the line there, so not able to get it done, but she has done a nice job so far, both on the defensive and offensive rebounding side for the Patriots, and help build this 20-point lead. Here's Yankee. Yankee down the right side. It's blocked by McCauley. McCauley gets the rebound then. Yankee's going to continue to play good aggressive defense. Here's McCauley and drug the pivot foot. Jump stop and then tried to pivot, which that's a no-no, so go back over to Grace. Here's Shue. Picked up her dribble in the backcourt, and we got a timeout. Timeout by Coach Fulton. We'll keep it here. This week, as I was mentioning earlier on WLA TV, the Vikings boys basketball team gonna take on North Fond du Lac on Thursday. Both teams on the road earlier in the week. Both teams really at a stretch of their season where they were playing a lot of games. So both of them got an extra day off this weekend. Try to get healthy, try to prepare for the last stretch of play here in Flyway Conference action. The Vikings are tied for fourth with Laconia on the boys' side, and on the girls' side they are pretty well secured in third place. Have a shot at second place. That'll come on Friday night. Now they got to take care of business before then, but if they win and set up, I think they're at Campbellsport on Tuesday, I believe. Set up a chance on Friday night if they beat St. Mary's Springs. We'll have that one here on WLA TV. If they beat Springs, WLA will finish tied for second in the Flyway Conference. Certainly give themselves an opportunity when postseason seeding comes to make a claim for the seed right behind Laconia. Laconia is going to win the girls. I believe they've clinched already the girls Flyway Championship, sweeping both Springs and WLA so far. But should be a good one coming up this week. Couple of good ones. Chance for both teams to really enter the postseason with a little momentum. That'd be nice for the Vikings. And then we'll hopefully have a couple of of WIAA regional games on WLA TV as well. There is a foul. I think that's Grace Gross, who is a little too aggressive. Gross, a 4th grader for Mount Calvary. Doesn't let her size stand in the way of playing terrific defense. That one's over the backboard there as Marissa Toll, I think she thought there was going to be a little contact there and shot it a little bit extra. She got a smile on her face. And she'll be replaced now with Izzy Snow. Izzy Snow into the game, as is Adeline Wickert and Mabel Tripke. So a chance for a couple of more Patriots to get out there on the floor. And there's a steal from Grace. Yankee, nice bounce pass here to the far side. That's Snow. Tries to get it to Shu, and there's another foul on Gross, who bumped Shu as she was trying to dribble down underneath. Halfway through the second half here, and see if Grace can find a way to grab a bucket. Here's Shu. Lobs it to Snow. Top of the key. Tries to get it back to Shu. I think that was tipped by Gross. Nope, it was last touched by Shu, so back over to Mount Calvary it goes. Saw it tipped someone, but tipped the Grace player last, so they try to get it in here, does Mount Calvary, and good steal once again by Leonard. There's a three-pointer on the way for Wild. Rims around and out. Rebound for Seal McCauley. McCauley tries to go up that right side sideline. Looks to the near side. And a good steal once again. This is Izzy Snow. Shovels it to Shu. And Shu into the front court. Going to lob it down and tied up under. No. McCauley able to gain control before the jump ball for Mount Calvary. She crosses over. Bounces. Ooh, dangerous pass, but it's corralled by Rory O'Connor. Down underneath. Gross. Oh, that one rims around and falls out. Hanging on the rim there. Thought it was going to fall in, but it didn't. Down underneath, Yankee. That's a good bounce pass, but it's tipped away by McCauley. My guess is we'll see Seal McCauley have an impact for the A-team tournament next weekend. Wall A-team. Friday, Saturday, Sunday next weekend. Hopefully some future Vikings out there. Down the lane, Shu up with it. Not able to finish underneath, and McCauley's got another rebound. Good defense by Shu, staying with McCauley. Bounce pass to Tripke. Tripke shoots it, comes up just a tad short, and the rebound on the far side down by Wild. Shu, stolen by McCauley. Shu steals it right back, gets it to Yankee. Yankee, nice pass underneath. Is this it for Grace? There it is. First points come from Katia Leonard. She's a 6th grader for the Wildcats, and they're on the board. Nice job there by a couple of different Wildcats, including Yankee. This steal is from Shu. She's fouled, and she's going to go to the free throw line. Georgia Yankee had the assist on the last one, now got the steal. And Shu will head to the free throw line, try to get a little run going here for the Wildcats. First free throw, rims around and out. They have had more of those than I think I've ever seen in a game before. Grace has. Her rims down, and ball's got about a third of the ball touching the net, and just doesn't find a way to fall. 3 minutes and 52 seconds left. Offensive rebound tipped, and once again, this time Megan Coleman, 4 straight points for the Wildcats. 20-4, 3:40 left here, and that gets the Grace fans going a little bit. There's a bounce pass underneath. Ends up with Krause. She can't get it to go. Rebound with Shu. Defense with Gross, and Shu's going to go back to the free throw line. Haley Shue, aggressive take to the basket, and that's the third foul on Grace Gross. She was strong on the first one. Into the game is Ashley Mandyke. Second free throw for Shue. That one's a little bit strong as well. Rebound down to Shue, offensive rebound. Here's another jump shot. Oh, rimmed out once again. Can't buy one. The Wildcats have been so close so many times. The Patriots made it difficult early on in the game. Here's Izzy Snow. Jump shot, a little short on that one. Offensive rebound collected. Here is Wright. Offensive rebound for Wright. Tries to look with the bounce pass. Instead, she's underneath. Got to be careful. She might get a 3-second in the lane call. Yep, there it was. Wright not able to sneak out of the paint quite in time. So Wilkins will bring the ball up the floor here for the Patriots. She's the only starter out on the floor yet for Mount Calvary. That one's tipped away. Nice defense from Katia Leonard, who has 2 of the 4 Grace points. And nice job there on the other side of the floor playing defense. Gross will key it in here for Mount Calvary. Now ready to play. Underneath, that is Krause. And tapped away by Leonard, but she fouled her. Be the second team foul on the Wildcats here this half. And underneath inbounds for Mount Calvary. Krause got open, but a nice job by Leonard once again to knock it away. She gets it to Wright. Right across the big Viking logo in the middle of the court into the front court. Bounce pass there. Here's a jump shot. That one misses a little bit short, and Gross down with the rebound. Grace Gross has a head of steam on the right side there. Reverses course, now goes top of the key. Bounce pass. Long jumper on the way for Krause, and that one comes up short. Pass shoveled to Wright. 2 minutes left here in this afternoon's B-Team Championship game. Lobbed underneath. Gross finds the steal, and Mount Calvary's going to take a full timeout. As they do, let's once again tell you how these teams got here. Highlight once again the finishers. St. Luke's, St. Peter's, St. Luke's Oakfield, St. Peter's Fond du Lac, the only 2 teams that didn't place, but had a couple of games this weekend. Congrats to them on their seasons. Faith One was the 6th place finisher. They lost to Spirit, the co-op between, I think it's North Fondy, Redeemer, Wacusta, maybe 1 or 2 more schools. But that co-op was the 5th place finisher, consolation champions. St. John's Mayville was the 3rd place finisher. They beat St. Stephen Horicon. And your champions are going to be the Mount Calvary Patriots, St. Paul's Mount Calvary. Grace Oshkosh Wildcats going to finish 2nd. And then in the Division 2 for the Wall B team girls, the 1st place finisher was St. Matthew's Iron Ridge. So congratulations, they were the Division 2 champs. Faith 2 was the runners-up, and St. John's Lamira was 3rd on the B side for Division 2. And then coming up next, we're going to have the boys. Can't wait to see what happens between St. John's Mayville and Faith 6th graders out of Fond du Lac. Underneath, offensive rebound. That was, once again, Naomi Wild. And Gross gets the rebound for the Patriots. She's into the front court, left-hand dribble. Has Krause open. She's going to try to get to a spot where she can fire one up. Instead, she's going to have to try to pass it here. That's Adela Lair. She gets to a spot, middle of the paint. Oh, that rimmed out. She's going to try a free throw. This one comes up short, and the rebound down to Wild. She gives it to Shu. Haley Shu into the front court, down the lane. Little strong, offensive rebound. Wild gets her own offensive rebound. Another one. There you go, Naomi Wild. She's got 2. 2 points for Wild, 2 points for Coleman, 2 points for Katia Leonard. And Grace Gross is going to bring the ball up for the Patriots. She crosses over a couple of times, tries to get to the short corner. Wild stole it, but in the process fouled her. 41.9 seconds left. Underneath that is Wickert, who bounces it into Gross. Gross dribbles around a couple of times. Changes course, now goes back to the corner. Couple of nice rip-throughs. And Coach Freund going to take a timeout. 25 seconds left, just a 30-second timeout, I think. Ooh, full timeout. I always like the Wall Tournament weekend. It was the Wassac. Back when yours truly competed in the grade school tournament, the Wassac tournament. Since becoming the Wall, seen some great teams, good players. They had the 3-point contest they used to do, at least on the A side of things. I don't know if they're bringing that back next weekend, but yeah, a lot of good stuff. Good chance for the kids to get together and meet some friends from other schools, learn about the kids in their class, future classmates, hopefully at Winnebago Lutheran Academy. 20-6, the Patriots will have it on the side, and it'll be Grace Gross who will try to get it in. She bounces underneath, that's Tripke. That shot a little bit off, and the rebound down underneath to Coleman. She gets it to Wild. Wild here on the right side. See if she shoots the 3. She almost made a 3 earlier. Instead, she's going to have to go to the high post to Coleman. Coleman came up short on that one. Rebound down to Gross. Tapped away. Nice defense by Wild. Gross stole it right back. Gross at the buzzer. It rattles around and out. So congratulations to the Mount Calvary Patriots. They're your 2022 Division I Girls B Team champions. Congratulations as well to Grace Oshkosh. The Wildcats will be the second place finishers. Congratulations to both teams. We'll send it down to Caleb Book to issue the trophies.
This year's second place trophy in the girls tournament goes to the Wildcats from Grace. And this year's girls champions are the Patriots from St. Paul's, Mount Calvary. to the end of the 2022 Wall Boys B-Team Tournament. We have reached the championship game between the Faith 6th graders and the Eagles from St. John's, Mayville. We're going to begin by announcing the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Eagles. We'll begin with the non-starters. A 5th grader, number 5, Lucas Benter. A 5th grader, number 44, Andrew Gettleman. A 5th grader, number 55, Noah Nicholas. A 5th grader, number 10, Taylor Mookie. And a 6th grader, number 14, Keegan McClyman. And the starters for the Eagles, a 6th grader, number 25, Ovid Asper. A 6th grader, number 11, Axton Decker. A 6th grader, number 32, Jake Gurley. A 6th grader, number 50, Jackson Haylett Bauer. And a 6th grader, number 43, Tanner Schneider. And now for the home team on the scoreboard, the Panthers. A 6th grader, number 3, Aiden Rook. A 6th grader, number 13, Eli Kramer. A 6th grader, number 17, Jonah Yeager. A 6th grader, number 23, Carter Frechette. A 6th grader, number 24, Hayden Dims. And a 6th grader, number 31, Max Wingler. And now the starters for the Panthers. A 6th grader, number 5, Bryson Moat. A 6th grader, number 11, Bo Faust. A 6th grader, number 19, Caden Krieger. Number 25, Levi Schwartz. And a 6th grader, number 30, Caden Ryan. Good luck to both teams in this year's championship game.
Well, welcome back here to the campus of Winnebago Lutheran Academy. Glad to have you joining us this afternoon. It's the 2022 Wall B-Team Tournament, and just crowned the champions on the girls' side. B-Girls champions this year, St. Paul Mount Calvary Patriots, and second place Grace Oshkosh. Here's the boys' championship between St. John's Mayville and Faith 6th graders out of Fond du Lac. And got the starters out there for both teams. Head coach is Coach Patrick Faust for Faith, and for St. John's Mayville, Coach Matt Geschke and Gary Krieger. Those two coaching for the Eagles. First chance for Mayville comes up short on the rebound, and it ends up being out of bounds before Faith touched it. So it'll go back over to the Panthers for their first possession. Want to thank Jeff Huey, member at Faith, for willing to run camera for this one. So Mr. Huey and Mr. McCauley, certainly want to thank them for allowing me to broadcast this. The home team on the scoreboard today should be Faith. That was what I was told, at least. And then St. John's Mayville will be the visitors. This is Levi Schwartz. A little bit of a loose pass there into the backcourt, and Caden Ryan couldn't collect it before it went into the backcourt. And it'll go back over to St. John's. Two of the top teams in the B team this season. And here they are in the championship game. This is Tanner Schneider. Gets it out. That's Paxton Decker. Far side, Haylett Bauer. We have a little struggle here with St. John's roster. They don't have it in numerical order on the program, so we'll do our best here. They come up short. Caden Krieger into the front court. Gets it to the near side, and it's stolen away there. That's number 50, Jackson Haylett Bauer. And Haylett Bauer into the front court. Near side, this is Schneider. Schneider down underneath. That is Coven Casper. Ends up top of the key. Haylett Bauer far side. Tipped away there by Schwartz. Stays with the Eagles. Top of the key, down the lane, and traveling that time was Casper. Faith basketball once again. And it'll be Krieger running the point. First substitution made. It's number 24, Hayden Dins, into the game for the Panthers. Far side, Bode Faust gets it back to Krieger. Krieger up with the right hand. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound fought for and fouling is Bryson Vogt. Vogt didn't quite get possession or get legal rebounding position there. So first foul of the game goes on the Panthers. And the Eagles will try once again. First three possessions have come up empty, but they've run certainly longer possessions, a little bit more patient underneath than the Faith Panthers were. And there's Coven Casper. And Casper gets the first points for Mayville in this Wall-B team championship game. Krieger looks far side, Faust. Faust to Dins. He's going to key up a triple here. No, that was a two. Long two. His foot was on the line. Came up short on the left side as well. And into the front court comes Schneider for the Eagles. Underneath, open and through the hands there of Paxton Decker. Faith miscommunication there, and Decker had a chance to make him pay for it, but instead back over to the Panthers. Krieger hands to Dins. Dins hands off to Ryan. Ryan leaning but able to get it away, but shuffling of the feet there for Krieger. Mind working faster than, or body working, I don't know, how does that work? Body working faster than the mind? He was too anxious, let's just say that, and shuffled the pivot feet before he got going. Schneider looks down to Decker. Decker in the short corner, gets it out here. Here's a jump shot from the free throw line. Offensive rebound for Decker. Decker's trapped underneath, got to get out of the paint. He does so effectively. Gets it out here to Haylett Bauer. Now Casper. Casper bounce pass. Thought his teammate Schneider was going to be cutting. Instead, it's a bounce pass out of bounds. And Krieger and the Panthers will look once again. Fifth possession, trying to get their first points of the afternoon. Krieger far side, Faust. Top of the key, Dins. One dribble. Kicks it over here to Vogt. Top of the key once again, Ryan. Skip pass underneath. This is Faust once again. Faust. Vogt. Top of the key, Ryan. Good patience. Better patience this time from Faith. Dins has it. He's going to drive. Jump stop. Tipped out by Mayville. Keep it right here with the Panthers. 7:57 to go in the first half. Good defense both sides so far. And checking back into the game is Levi Schwartz. He'll return for the player that came in for him, which was Hayden Dins. Trying to get it into Vogt. Nice defense there by the Eagles. A collection of Eagles tipped that one away. Underneath and fouled is Haylett Bauer. Couldn't finish. Thought he might have an and one opportunity there. Jackson Haylett Bauer was the first guy down the court and rewarded with a pair of free throws. First free throw just a little bit strong for the sixth grader. A lot of sixth graders out there. Of course, the whole Faith team is sixth graders. And a large chunk of the Mayville team is sixth graders as well. Offensive rebound fought for by Jackson Gurley. Another offensive rebound and a finish. I think that's Casper again. Sure is. Coven Casper's got all four of the points here in a 4-0 lead for the Eagles over the Panthers. High post, that's Vogt. Top of the key, Krieger. Going to use a screen? No, instead he's going to skip pass it over to Faust. That one's stolen by Haylett Bauer. And finishing is Jackson Haylett Bauer, right hand layup. And that's going to draw a full timeout from Coach Faust. About 5 minutes into this one, play the 12-minute halves for the B team. And first time out here. We'll take it with them on WLA TV. So we're going to come in out of this timeout here between the Panthers and the Eagles. Now we got a little noise. It was eerily quiet there. I always get a little, you talk into a microphone fine, but when it gets really quiet and I'm the only one in the gym talking, that's when I take the timeouts. There's a steal for the Eagles into the front court underneath to Decker. Swung around. Casper is going to try to keep his hot start going, and he's got 6. Coven Casper with a jump shot from the free throw line. He's got 6 of the 8 for the Eagles, and they have started this game on a run. This is Levi Schwartz underneath, trying to get it to Vogt. It's tipped around. Ends up with a steal of Decker, and Schneider's into the front court. Looks to the far side, back to Decker. Decker down to Casper. Top of the key, Haylett Bauer. Now at the high post, this is Gurley. That's a nice cut once again. Coven Casper, he's got 8. And I think the newest rule is 10 points is no pressing, so that's what that whistle was. Just a confirmation of that. Yeah, just no pressing after 10. So they'll go back to the half-court defense where they will match up man-to-man. And they have been very, very good defensively so far, has Mayville. End of the game is Eli Kramer. Tries to get it underneath to Vogt. And we have power issues. It's happened before. So they'll figure this one out. I might get the call from the bullpen here. We shall see. Did it get kicked out of the floor? That would be my question. Well, it shouldn't be anything to do with the floor. I am going to take a break, run down there, and see if I can help them sort this out. There we go. We're back. That's the nice thing about the scoreboard equipment that WLA does have. It remembers where we were, because otherwise they'd be asking me to pull up the live stream and figure out where we were. 5:53. We got it figured out. Sure. That's poked away by Decker. Good defense once again. Mayville's been very good on the defensive end so far. That's part of the reason they're winning. And Vogt will throw it in for the Panthers. They'll stack it up. And tapped away by Decker. Into the passing lane. He gets it to Schneider. Schneider into the front court. And almost struck the pivot foot. Instead gets it to Casper. He's got 8. Good ball movement by Mayville once again. Here's Gurley. They're going to leave him open from the free throw line. Banks it in. Jake Gurley, one of the 6th graders. In fact, I think we've only seen 6th graders so far for both of these teams so far. Part of the reason both of these teams are securely in the championship game. Tapped out by the Eagles. Little deflection there. And Faith's still looking for their first points here, nearly 7 minutes into this one. get a substitution. Kramer will leave, and Levi Schwartz will return. Schwartz going to throw it in here just over the outstretched hands of Schneider for the Eagles. And good defense once again. That's a nice job by Schneider. Just put his foot on the baseline there, and the only way to go around him is to go out of bounds, and that's what happened there for Faith. Schneider looks far side. Casper. Off of a screen was Haylett Bauer. Casper has it again, far side. Takes his space. Haylett Bauer, Decker. Gourley gets in the high post once again. This time Faith, no, they're backed off of him once again. Offensive rebound, Decker. Tell you what, Paxton Decker, not the tallest guy on the floor, but he is hungry for offensive rebounds. Here's a 3-ball on the way. Hit it. There's the first points. Caden Ryan with the triple. And Faith is on the board. As soon as Ryan got the ball, you could hear I think that was Coach Geschke for the Eagles. That's tapped out of bounds off of the knee of St. John's, and it goes back to Faith. But you could hear it as soon as Caden Ryan caught the ball, hear Coach Geschke say, shooter. And my goodness, was he right. Ryan, that didn't touch any rim right there. Ryan's got it once again where he just hit the 3. Now he's going to drive into the paint. Nice bounce pass underneath, and Faust left it short on the layup. Rebound batted around, ends up with Casper. Casper into the front court on the far side. That one almost stolen, but instead it's going to be a foul on Caden Krieger. Good idea there from Krieger to try to get into the passing lane, just a little bit late. Third team foul on Faith, none so far for Mayville. Gourley going to get it in here. That's Schneider. Schneider between the legs dribble. Ooh. Casper, left wing 3. This one misses. And a good save by Haylett Bauer, Haylett Bauer. And it's tied up underneath. Go back to Faith, but good hustle once again, as I mentioned, by Haylett Bauer, Jackson Haylett Bauer. Krieger into the front court. That's Faust. And cutting was Ryan. Faust already had thrown the pass, so goes back the other way. Just a little bit of a miscommunication. Faust will get his first break of the afternoon. And Hayden Dins returns. Here is Jackson Haylett Bauer. Far side, Casper. Looks back to Haylett Bauer, who saves the ball, but good defense by Hayden Dins. Dins got into a passing lane, tipped it off of the Eagles player, and forced the turnover for the Panthers. Into the game for the first time, this is Keegan McClyman, another 6th grader for Mayville. Crossing over a couple of times, and on the near side, that is Vogt underneath. Offensive rebound for Vogt, and he's fouled. So that's the most. It's the best Faith has looked offensively, and Vogt got the offensive rebound. I think Coach Geschke was perhaps asking about an over the back there. But don't think the Eagles players boxed out far enough to earn that. First free throw for Vogt, good. Second one comes up short. And it's 12-4 still. That's out of bounds. Good hustle there to get back for Caden Krieger and prevent a layup that time for the Eagles. But St. John's will have it underneath. Off of a screen, Schneider up with the left hand. He can't finish. Offensive rebound batted around, looked like a jump ball, and it'll stay with St. John's. Casper looking for the ball. Retreats a little bit. Goes up with it in the middle of the paint. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, another one, and fouled. That's a nice job there. Once again, Paxton Decker fighting for position, boxing out, getting the rebound, and then getting fouled. 4th team foul on the Panthers. Batted away by Faith. Vogt's got it, and a foul by Decker in the backcourt. (12-4) so far. When we get a chance, it might have to come at halftime. We'll see. Try to update you on how these teams got to where they are. Here's Caden Krieger. Down underneath to Faust. Faust gets it to Vogt. Vogt out to Krieger, who crosses a couple of times. Looks underneath to Vogt. Contact there, yeah. I thought that might come with, I think that was Gurley. Yeah, Gurley underneath, who reached around and kind of smacked Vogt on the side of the arm there. Vogt looks underneath to Faust, now gives it to Krieger. Top of the key, this is Dins. Over to Ryan, long two, comes up short, fought for, and standing out of bounds was Vogt. Good hustle by Bryson Vogt to keep it in, but just had his toe sitting on the line there, so goes back over to Mayville, who's going to try to close this first half with a little bit of momentum. Not that way. Schneider, a little miscommunication there with Casper. And back it goes. Here's Krieger. Spins. Now kicks it to Ryan. Ryan, good job to keep the pivot foot there. Dins comes off of a screen. There's Vogt. Krieger. Faust. Dribbles a couple of times. Tipped away. There's Schneider, and Schneider is fouled. That's Ryan in the backcourt with the foul. Probably not the worst thing in the world for the Panthers. Looked like Schneider probably would have had a bucket. Easy layup underneath. Carter Frechette, sorry. I think I'm saying that right. Thought that's what I heard when the introductions were. Here's a three ball on the way from the corner. A little bit strong. Offensive rebound, though, to Gurley. Gurley has it. Kicks it out to Casper. Casper has been the focal point of this Mayville offense so far. That's a nice jump shot. And Coven Casper has 10. First player here in this championship game to get into double figures, and his 10 points are the difference currently. Here's a long three on the way. Misses. Gurley down with the rebound. Gets it to Schneider, who rifles it up ahead. Nice defense by Dins, but it ends up with Decker anyway. Decker kicks it out. Three on the way, straight away. This one misses short. Decker with another offensive rebound. He's been terrific on the boards for the Mayville Eagles so far. Gurley, that's his high post spot. He's hit a couple now from there. Gurley has 4, and it's up to a 16-4, 12-point Eagles lead off of the screen. And here goes Krieger. That pass is tipped. Casper down the right side. Count the basket and the foul. They're going to get Vogt, I think, trying to block it. And Casper finished strongly at the rim. Gurley will take a seat. Max Ringler into the ball game for Faith. The and one free throw for Casper is good. He's got 13 points. Walking it into the front court here is Ryan. Caden Ryan. Spins once, guarded by Decker. Now goes to Dins. Dins trying to lob it underneath to Faust. It's stolen. Schneider's got it. Just 22 seconds and counting down here in the first half. Far side Decker. Decker drives. Now kicks. Top of the key. 3-ball on the way and good. Keegan McClyman puts an exclamation point on this first half for the St. John's Mayville Eagles. 3 seconds left. Decker underneath. Hook shot misses for Faith, and that is a nice first half by the St. John's Mayville Eagles. They lead it by 18, 22-4. Much in large part thanks to a 13-point first half performance by Coven Casper. tell you about some statistics here at halftime as well. But let's tell you how we got here first. Let's start in Division 2 with B team boys. This is Division 1, so none of these teams were playing in that one. But in D2, St. John's Montello played Spirit in the first round. Spirit got the first round win. St. Peter's Red played St. Matthew's Iron Ridge, and Iron Ridge knocked off St. Peter's Red. That sent St. John's Montello, St. Peter's Red to the consolation bracket, and St. John's Montello lost to St. Peter's, so St. Pete's Red played Spirit, because Spirit ended up losing to Grace Oshkosh, and Spirit ended up with third place. St. Peter's Red fourth place, St. John's Montello fifth place in the five-team bracket. Grace Oshkosh, as I mentioned, beat Spirit in the semifinal. St. Matthew's Iron Ridge, their first win got them straight to the championship game, where they waited for that winner. It ended up being Grace, and then Grace took care of Iron Ridge in the championship game. So they were the B-Team Division 2 champions. For the B-Team Boys Division 1, Faith sixth graders had an opening round game with St. John's Lamira, and they beat the Chargers and then dispatched of the St. Paul's Mount Calvary Patriots in the semifinals. That's how they got here. For St. John's Mayville, they played St. Peter's White in the first round, beat them, and then faced off against the St. Luke's Eagles of Oakfield and beat the Eagles. That's how they got here, and now currently hold a 22-4 lead in the championship game against Faith. Let's tell you how the rest of the bracket shook out. St. John's Lamira was the consolation champion, so they finished fifth. To do so, they was the consolation semifinals win over St. Stephen's Horicon, and that matched them up with Faith 5. Faith fifth graders beat St. Peter's White in the consolation semifinals. So St. Stephen Horicon, St. Peter's White, the two teams in the 8-team bracket that did not place. Faith fifth graders sixth place, St. John's Lamira fifth place. St. Luke's Oakfield, St. Paul's Mount Calvary was the third place game, played earlier today, and a 3-point win for Mount Calvary in that one. And it leaves us with this last game of the tournament here in 2022. On the wall, B-team side. And there's about 2 minutes left in the halftime intermission. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. Really appreciate it. Jordan King for WLA-TV. WLA-TV is your home for all home WLA athletics, at least the ones that happen here on the campus of WLA. Anything that happens here in the gym, volleyball, wrestling, boys and girls basketball, and then out on the football field, you got the football. Those all on WLA-TV. There was a way for us to do soccer and baseball and softball. We would do it. Not yet. Maybe someday we can get that figured out for all those sports. But if you want to bookmark this, keep it handy if you're interested in checking out WLA-TV, checking out the great sports we have here at Winnebago Lutheran Academy. Please do so. Otherwise, we make it pretty easy for you. WLAVikings.org, which is our website, WLAVikings.org/WLATV. That will go straight to the YouTube channel that you're watching this on right now. WLATV on YouTube. Coming up this week on WLATV, we'll have the boys varsity basketball game on Thursday. They take on North Fond du Lac as we draw close to the end of the Flyway Conference season. Then on Friday, it's a big one. Crosstown rivals St. Mary's Springs Academy comes in, plays the WLA girls basketball team. The girls head to Campbellsport on Tuesday. Campbellsport has yet to win a conference game, so if WLA takes care of business on the road, that'll set up an opportunity for Coach Schroffnagel's crew to knock off the Springs, avenge an earlier season loss, and tie for second in the Flyway Conference. That should be a good one on Friday night. If you like good girls high school basketball, you should tune into that one. A couple of really good high school girls teams. And the battle for second place behind Laconia in the Flyway is on Friday night. So we get the second half going here. In the first half, Bryson Vogt had 1 point. Caden Ryan had the other 3 for Faith. As I mentioned, for Mayville, 13 for Coven Casper, 4 for Jake Gourley, 2 for Jackson Haylett Bauer, and 3 for Keegan McClyman. That is the 22 points that have been scored for Mayville, and holding an 18-point lead over the Faith 6th grade Panthers out of Fond du Lac. Kicked out here, and Decker almost able to steal it. Ooh, thought we might have had a collision of heads there. A couple of players ended up on the floor. They're all right, though. Back up on their feet. Gourley gives it to Decker, who dispatches of the headband at half court. Here's a 3-ball on the way. Missed. Offensive rebound fought for by Schneider. Able to get it. Kicks it out to Haylett Bauer. Top of the key, Decker. Here is Casper. He's had a nice game so far. Leaves this one short. Crawled over the rim but didn't fall. And Casper dives but can't save it. And Decker will retrieve the headband. Try to throw that back on. Big grin on his face. Shocked that doesn't fall off more for Paxton Decker. As gritty as he is, he gets down into the paint and gets those offensive rebounds despite being one of the smaller players on the floor. That one's tipped away. Should be back over to Mayville, and it is. Good. I'll tell you what, St. John's Mayville been really good on the defensive side of the floor. As you would expect, we're in the second half, and they've held their opponents in a championship game here to just 4 points. But this collection of starting 5 has been very, very good for St. John's. As I say that, that's a bounce pass out of bounds. Go back over to the Panthers. Just a minute into the second half here between these two. And into the front court around a couple of screens goes Krieger. And resets with Ryan. Backdoor cut by Krieger. He's got it still. Looks back out to Ryan. Ryan collects. Goes around a screen to the high post. Bounce pass to Vogt. And it gets poked away. Ends up with Gourley, who completes the steal. Gets it to Schneider. And St. John's will once again initiate their offense with Decker. Top of the key, Casper. One dribble, trying to get it into Gourley. Has to go to Schneider instead on the right wing. Skip pass to Casper. Casper on the left side, up with the right hand, and scores. Casper's got 15. 10 minutes left to go here this afternoon between Faith and Mayville. Nice spin move by Krieger, and he is fouled. Good take by Caden Krieger. And Krieger will shoot a pair. First free throw from Krieger, a little bit off. And the second free throw is strong. Check that defensive rebound down with Schneider. Schneider looks far side to Decker, and he can't quite corral it. So Faith's forced a couple of turnovers. Now they got to get it going on the offensive side. Krieger into the front court. Ryan's trying to wriggle free on this near side. Instead it goes underneath to Vogt. Tipped away. Nice defense by Gourley. He's had a really nice day on the defensive side. And then Gourley's also hit a couple of high post jumpers that have really opened things up offensively for Mayville. Here's a shot that misses for Haylett Bauer. Rebound down to Vogt. And coming back the other way is Faith. Far side, 3-ball on the way. This one misses short. That was Levi Schwartz, who just came up a little bit shy on that one. And on the far side, slowing it down is Schneider. Tanner Schneider has played point guard for Mayville so far. And has done a really nice job. Krieger almost steps in and steals that one. Instead, it ends up with Haylett Bauer, who's got 4. Haylett Bauer's, I think he's about 2 for 4 here this afternoon. He hasn't shot very often, but when he does, it's gone in. And it's back to a 24-point, check that. Yeah, 24-point lead, 22-point lead. I can math. That'll stay with Faith. Din's back in for the Panthers, and he will goes straight down underneath to throw it in. He replaces Levi Schwartz. Vogt gets free up top. Far side, Krieger was open. Instead, it's tapped away by Haylett Bauer. Haylett Bauer, far side, goes up with the right hand and finishes. The floater good from Jackson Haylett Bauer. Now it's a 24-point lead for Mayville. And back to the scorer's table goes Keegan McClyman, who hit a big three right before halftime. Krieger battles through a little contact. That's Ryan, who bounces underneath, and a foul. Good positioning there from Bode Faust. Second team foul on Mayville this half. And throwing it in once again is Dins, looking into Vogt, lobs one over. Vogt looks top of the key. Good ball movement here from Faith. Ends up with Dins in the corner. He drives. Kicks it out to Krieger, top of the key. Dins has it once again. Far side tipped away by Haylett Bauer. Top of the key, Ryan. Ryan crosses a couple of times. Spins, gets to the paint, scoops it up, and count the basket plus the foul. Great take by Caden Ryan, and he's got 5. He'll go to the free throw line, try to build on that. 22-point game. Couple of rhythm dribbles and finishing the three-point play is Caden Ryan. He's got 6. Hit a 3 in the first half, and now the old-fashioned 3 here in the second half. Tanner Schneider into the front court for the Eagles. Far side, that's Casper. Casper's got 15. And the ball not touching the ground until then. You can hear Coach Geschke on the far side saying, move the ball. And see if they're able to do that. High post, there is McClyman. Looks far side, or near side, pardon me. And I think Vogt fouled him. It should be on the floor. Yep, good offensive positioning by Tanner Schneider. Boxed out well and drew the foul. Approaching 5 minutes into this second half, in which St. John's has continued their dominant start to the game. Faust with the rebound after the shot came up short for Schneider. Ryan into the front court between the circles. Crosses once, crosses twice. Bounces down underneath. That is Kramer, and Kramer is tied up. Nice job by McClyman once again, earning an extra possession for St. John's Mayville. And a timeout here for Mayville. Just a 30-second timeout. But we'll take it with them. This is Wall B Team Tournament action on WLA TV. Stay with us. So the Faith fan's going to try to get something going here, get a little momentum going for their squad. Decker will get it into Schneider. And they got to erase a 21-point lead in short order here, approaching halfway through the second half. 12-minute halves played on the B team side. Here's Haylett Bauer with the shot. That comes up short. And I think they're going to get Haylett Bauer on a loose ball foul there, perhaps. Yep, that'll be the fourth team foul for the Eagles. Keegan Ryan has it. Got it in there to the high post, lobbed up, stolen by Schneider. Schneider looks ahead to Decker. Good defense by Dins to get back underneath. And they're going to get a travel by Decker. I'll tell you what, that turnover was forced by Hayden Dins. That was a great defensive play. Good hustle underneath, kept his feet moving, hands straight up, and then got to a spot and just stood his ground. Down the lane goes Ryan, and he was bobbling it. That's why it wasn't a travel. And Casper ends up completing the steal nonetheless for the Eagles. Casper, far side Decker, skip pass to the near side with Schneider. Schneider looks down to McClyman. He's already hit one from deeper than that. There's the pass into a cutting Tanner Schneider, who has his first points of the game. Schneider has done a nice job doing everything. Hasn't gotten on the score sheet, but has been very, very instrumental in running the offense for St. John's. Now he's got a couple of points. Faust underneath, can't finish. Vought's going to be fouled on the offensive glass there, though, so he'll go and shoot a couple of more free throws. He's 1 for 2 from the line. Had a chance in the first half. Now is a second chance here. First free throw, no good for Vogt. Caden Krieger is in for Faith. Levi Schwartz is back in. And then Noah Miklas, the first fifth grader. Second free throw for Vogt, good by the way. Miklas with his first, the first fifth grader that we've seen here this afternoon for St. John's Mayville. Nice take by McClyman, can't finish. Rebound on the far side, I believe that was Miklas who got the rebound. And it's gonna end up going over to Faith after it was shuffled and bobbled out of bounds there by St. John's. 5 minutes and 20 seconds remain here this afternoon. By all accounts, it's been a good tournament here. Not as many teams in the wall as there used to be, but it's good to see. Good to have all the grade schoolers in the building and on campus here at WLA. Trying to get it in here, and Vogt flashes free finally. Nice take, but hits the underside of the backboard there for Levi Schwartz. Coven Casper boards and clears it out for Mayville. Near side, top of the key now Decker. Far side Casper. Nice job to keep the pivot foot from dragging there and thus traveling. Casper down to the corner. Good cut by Schneider. Schneider goes up with it, misses. Tapped around, ends up with Decker. Right place, right time for Decker, and Casper, he saw the defense just part and got a little too excited. Took a shuffling of the pivot feet there and turned it over. Lucas Benter is into the game now. He replaces Noah Miklas. Benter is another one of the fifth graders. Into the front court comes Krieger. Down underneath. It's saved underneath by Carter Frechette. And ball's on the floor. Collected by Schneider. Schneider's going to slow things down just a little bit here for Mayville. Calm things down with 4 minutes and 10 seconds left. And looks like the Eagles are going to find a way to win a B-team championship here this afternoon. In dominating fashion, a lot like we saw in the first game with Mount Calvary knocking off Grace and doing so. Great defense, got out in transition, offensive rebounding. A lot of what we've seen here. Now, haven't seen a ton of transition points. Krieger able to block underneath for Faith there. Not a lot of transition points for the Eagles, but they have hit some jump shots, run good offense, hit a couple of threes, or just 1 3. Rebound down to Decker after Schwartz couldn't get that one to go. And Schneider once again walks into the front court. Now just probably tick under 3 minutes here on this possession or get close to it. Casper, Decker, Schneider's on the far side. Faith's going to try to ramp up the pressure just a little bit here. Here's Benter. Kicks it back out. Flashing free once again is Schneider and gets it to Benter, and Benter scores. Lucas Benter, the first fifth grader, with some points here for St. John's. And a timeout here for Faith. Going to be a full timeout. We'll take it with them. This is the Wall B Team Tournament Championship on WLA TV. Just had the first horn there. Last 3 minutes on the way here between Faith sixth graders and St. John's Mayville B team for a B team championship. Looks like it is firmly in the grasp of the Eagles here. But congratulate both teams on a fantastic tournament. We'll remind you of the other finishers for both other B team brackets after the game. And once again, want to thank Mr. McCauley and Mr. Huey from Mount Calvary and Faith, respectively, for their willingness to run the camera so that yours truly could provide a little humorous commentary, probably, from most of your perspectives. But enjoy doing it. Glad to be doing it here this afternoon on a Super Bowl Sunday. You're probably gearing up for the Super Bowl wherever you're watching this, but hey, it's not the most important sporting event going on this afternoon, not in my opinion at least. That's the Wall tournament. Next week they'll have the A tournament as well. Looking forward to that. Last year it was won by Mount Calvary on the boys' side. Faith won it on the girls' side for the A team. And we'll see what happens next week between what happens in the Wall. But a fun tournament. Caleb Book, all the principals, athletic directors, Mr. Poppenfuss from Lamira, saw him pretty much here all weekend. Saw Mrs. Pieper, the athletic director from Mount Calvary, here all weekend too. Mr. Waltz is standing over there right now. He's the AD at Faith. All of that stuff. All those ADs and principals put in so much. Coach Principal Herkstroder right below me. Principal at Faith. Put in a lot of time, a lot of effort to make sure these go off without a hitch, and they do a great job running these. So a lot of thanks to a lot of people, volunteers around here running concessions, volunteers running the book, running the clock. Like I said, you got the best pair of officials. I don't know how Caleb Book continues to book these guys. I mean, they're local celebrities now. But they do a great job as well. So, and just happy that Caleb continues to extend the invitation to allow me to be a very, very small part of this. Enjoy doing it, and am very much appreciative of him allowing me to do that. And I always think if I look back, it'd be nice to feel like it's a big-time sporting event. And that's what I think it should be for these kids. You get to play on the high school floor. Now you get to have it streamed on WLA TV. Yeah, all of that stuff. There's a bump and a foul there from Krieger. Caden Ryan has 6. Bryson Vogt has 2. That's the 8 points that's been scored for Faith. Oh, that's a nice inbounds pass underneath, and finishing is Talon Mookie. Nice inbounds pass. Good cut by Mookie, and then he finished at the rim. And 34-8. We got a bump here. We'll see which way it's going to go. I think it'll go back the other way. They'll get Ryan on the foul for Faith. See the reintroduction of Jake Gourley and send Jackson Haylett Bauer out. High scorer of the day, though, that is Coven Casper, 15 points. Before that, saw 8 points apiece for Addison Peterson and Seal McCauley in the first game for St. Paul's Mount Calvary in their championship effort. Here's Caden Ryan, near side. Here's a jumper. This one's deep. That was Krieger. Offensive rebound fought for by Caden Ryan. That was tipped. Offensive rebound by Dins. Good hustle there by both Dins and Mookie. And it'll stay with the Panthers. Last 41 seconds of this 2022 B-Team tournament is upcoming. Faith going to come up just short here. Jonah Yeager not able to get his shot off. It ends up getting stolen by Andrew Gettleman. And Gettleman is fouled by Krieger with a push. And they will finish the last 32 seconds, or 33. Nice inbounds pass once again. Getting open was Lucas Benter, and Benter's got 4. Krieger, straightaway 3. That riddles around and in for Caden Krieger. So Caden Krieger, Caden Ryan each hit a 3 so far for Faith, and this should probably just about do it. We'll see if Mayville wants to push it at all. Krieger's going to get his hands in the passing lane. Let's see if he can finish with a 5-0 run. Yeah, Caden Krieger's got 5, and that'll do it here between these two. It's going to finish 36-13, and the St. John's Mayville Eagles are your 2022 B-Team Boys Champions. 15 points for Coven Casper, 6 for Jackson Haylett Bauer, 4 for Lucas Benter, 4 for Jake Gourley, 2 for Talon Mookie, and 2 for Tanner Schneider. For Faith, 2 for Bryson Vogt, 5 for Caden Krieger, and 6 for Caden Ryan. 36-13 is the final score. Let's send it down to Caleb Book for the trophies.
Congrats to both teams on a great tournament. This year's second place trophy in Division I goes to the Panthers from Faith. And this year's champions are the Eagles from St. John's Mayville. As you leave, if you would look around and pick up any garbage that you see around you. Thanks, Dave. If you could pick up any garbage around as you leave, that would be greatly appreciated. We would like to see a little bit of the second half of the Super Bowl ourselves. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you for a great tournament.
There you go. That's going to do it for the 2022 edition of the Boys B-Team Basketball Championship. St. John's Mayville, your first place finishers. Faith, 6th grader, comes in 2nd. St. Paul's Mount Calvary, 3rd. St. Luke's Oakfield, 4th. St. John's Lemire were your consolation 5th place finishers. And Faith 5th graders were finished 6th. On the Division II boys side of things, Grace was the champions. They beat St. Matthew's Iron Ridge, who finished 2nd. Spirit finished 3rd. St. Peter's Red from Fond du Lac finished 4th, and then St. John's Montello was 5th. On the Division II girls side, St. Matthew's Iron Ridge was the champions. Faith 2 were finished 2nd. St. John's Lemira finished 3rd out of the 3-team Division II bracket. And then in Division I for the girls, St. Paul's Mount Calvary was the champions. So Grace Oshkosh finished 2nd. St. John's Mayville was 3rd. St. Stephen Horicon 4th. Spirit finished 5th, and Faith 1 was the 6th place finisher. Want to say thank you so much. Thanks again to Caleb Book. Thanks again to everyone with the wall allowing me to do this for the 2nd straight year. Hoping we can do it once again next week for the A side of things as well. Just keep that in mind. You might see that flash up. You can subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, WLAVikings.org/WLATV to come back here. Hope to see you sometime this week. Got boys against North Fond du Lac on Thursday. Girls against Springs on Friday. Jordan King saying so long. Have a good afternoon. If you're watching the Super Bowl, have fun with that. Enjoy all the festivities of that as well. But what a great B-team tournament we saw here for all 4 divisions that were contested this weekend. Jordan King saying so long, and we'll see you next time on WLA TV. Have a good afternoon.